Hello, my dear students, it's Miss Lulu. Today we are going to continue reviewing grammar, so please look for your book, your contract, pencil, and eraser, please. Ready? Let's start. Okay, open your book on page 62. Last week we already answered exercise 1. So we are going to continue on exercise 2. Do you remember that we were talking about the second conditional? Okay, just remember that this is an unreal situation, okay? And that the second conditional has two parts or two clauses, okay? So, the first one, it says, if we share money equally, no one lives in poverty. You already have this answer. If we shared, we change verb, the main verb in present tense to the simple past. If we shared money equally, comma, no one would live in poverty. Okay? Remember that if we have if at the beginning of the sentence, we must separate the second clause from the first clause with a comma. Okay, the second one. Everyone have clean water if we build more wells. Okay, in this one, we are not beginning with if, so we are not going to need a comma, right? It would be everyone would have clean water if we built more wells. We added would and we changed the verb in present tense to the past tense. Build, built. Don't forget the periods at the end, please. Letter C, we understand each other better if we listen to people's opinions. Okay, so you can see we don't have if at the beginning, so we would understand each other better if we listened to people's opinions. Letter D. People be less stressed if they live without technology. People would be less stressed if they lived without technology. We added would on the first clause and we changed the verb in present tense to the past, to the simple past. Okay? Letter E. If there not be any borders, the world be one country. Okay, so we are starting with the conditional first, okay? So we are going to need a comma. Remember that, please. If there weren't any borders, why weren't? Okay, because here we have not be. It's the verb to be, but we have the negative form. Okay, so the past tense of the verb to be is was or were. In this case, if there weren't any borders, plural, weren't. Okay, if there weren't any borders, comma, the world would be one country. The last one, letter F. If the world be just one country, inequality not exist. Okay, so conditional if the world was, verb to be, past tense, just one country, comma, inequality would not exist. You may also write wouldn't exist, okay? As you wish. You know that it's exactly the same thing, okay? Next, we are going to review this part, okay? I think that this is important. Okay, you have this information on your contract. So please open your contract on page number 30. Don't close your book. We are going to continue using it. It says, the second conditional. The second conditional uses the past simple after if, then would, and the infinitive. So the formula would be if plus past simple, comma, would plus infinitive. We can use were instead of was with I and he, she, it. This is mostly done in formal writing. It has two uses. First, we can use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. Maybe I'm imagining some dream, for example. If I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. I probably won't win the lottery, right? If I met the Queen of England, I would say hello. She would travel all over the world if she were rich. Remember, they already told you this. We can use were instead of was with I, he, she, and it. Okay? She would pass the exam if she ever studied. She never studies, so this won't happen. That's sad. Second, we can use it to talk about something in the present which is impossible because it's not true. Is that clear? Have a look at the examples. If I had his number, I would call him. I don't have his number now, so it's impossible for me to call him. If I were you, I wouldn't go out with that man. Notice, if I were you, okay? Then, so now let's answer these exercises that you have there on the contract. It says, if I earned more money, I would buy a new house. Earned, why? Because here you have earned in present tense, right? Remember that when you have if, you must put the verb in simple past, okay? If I earned more money, comma, I would buy a new house. Number 2, if she not water the plants, they would die. Okay, we have if at the beginning, so we need to write the verb in past tense. So we have not water, a negation. It would be if she didn't water the plants, they would die. Number 3, if she wasn't a good player, she not be in the team. Again, we have if at the beginning. If she wasn't a good player, she would not be in the team. Wouldn't be, okay? Number 4, I give a party if I lived in a big house. We don't have if at the beginning. Then I would give. Why? After would, we use the verb in simple present, okay? I would give a party if I lived in a big house. No comma. And after the if, my verb is in past tense. Simple past, okay? Number 5, what you do if you won the lottery? If is is the second clause, right? So what would you do if you won the lottery? The next one, it says circle the right option. I already answered the first one for you. It says if I would know the answer, I would tell you. This one is very easy. You have if at the beginning. You know that you have to use the verb in simple past. So obviously, if I knew the answer, I would tell you. Number 2, if Mary had his cell phone number, she would phoned him. Think about the answer, please. Look, you have if, verb in past. She would, yes, phone him. The answer would be phone. Number 3, if he wasn't so shy, she would go to parties. If he wasn't so shy, he would go to parties. Remember that after if, we have to use the verb in simple past. Number 4, if I were rich, I would travel around the world. If I were rich, yes, would travel around the world. The last one, she would get the job if she would spoke English. Look, we have if as the second clause. She would get the job if she spoke English. Okay? Very nice. I hope that you understood this exercise, these both exercises. I think they were easy. We are going to continue working on this. So please, I don't have enough time to continue answering exercises in this video. So don't leave. We are going to continue working on grammar, but on another video, okay? So I'll be back. Look, please watch the other video.